Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the evergreen forest, there lived a plump raccoon named Rollo. Rollo was known far and wide for one thing: his insatiable greed. His eyes always gleamed at the sight of food, and his belly never seemed full no matter how much he ate. One autumn morning, word spread through the forest that the ancient oak tree had dropped a bounty of golden acorns, the rarest and tastiest treats in all the land. Every animal knew about these golden acorns. A single one could fill even the hungriest of bellies for days. For Rollo, this news was like music to his twitching ears. Determined to hoard every last acorn, Rollo skittered toward the ancient oak, his bushy tail twitching with excitement. As he approached, he saw other forest creatures already gathered: squirrels, rabbits, birds, even a few deer. They all admired the shimmering acorns lying beneath the majestic tree. Rollo pushed his way to the front. "Out of my way! These acorns are mine," he declared, his greedy eyes gleaming. Without waiting for a response, he stuffed acorns into his cheeks, piled them on his back, and hid more in every nook and cranny he could find. The other animals watched, shocked and saddened by Rollo's selfishness. "Rollo," called out Bella the wise owl, perched high in the oak, "you can't eat all those acorns alone. Leave some for the rest of us, or you'll learn that greed has a way of punishing itself." But Rollo paid no heed. He waddled back to his den with his spoils, his steps slow under the weight of his greed. Once inside, he locked himself away, laughing and drooling over his treasures. He feasted day and night, gorging himself on golden acorns. But something strange began to happen. The more he ate, the hungrier he became. His belly swelled, but the gnawing emptiness inside him only grew. Soon, Rollo found himself unable to leave his den. His entrance was blocked by the piles of acorns he'd hoarded, and he was too bloated to squeeze through. Days passed, and his food supply dwindled. He called for help, but no one came. His greed had turned the other animals away. Weak and frightened, Rollo realized the truth. The golden acorns were enchanted. They were meant to be shared, not hoarded. Alone, they cursed the greedy. With all his strength, Rollo managed to push a few acorns out through a crack in his den. One by one, curious animals returned, taking the gifts he offered. In time, they forgave him, and the curse lifted. Rollo learned to share, and he found that food tasted far better when enjoyed with friends. From that day on, Rollo was still a plump raccoon, but he was no longer driven by greed. He became the best party host in the forest, always inviting everyone to share in his feasts beneath the ancient oak tree.